3 men who were sent to jail after an anti-fracking protest in Lancashire last summer have been freed by the Court of Appeal. The judge said that their 16-month sentence was excessive. Simon Blevins, Richard Roberts and Rich Loiseau became the first environmental protesters to be sent to prison for decades after they climbed on lorries at the fracking site in Lancashire. Our correspondent Claire Marshall was in court.
Out after 21 days in Preston prison. Rich Loiseau, Simon Blevins and Richard Roberts. And according to the Lord Chief Justice, they never should have been jailed. Later on, in the pub, they spoke to the BBC.
When we were sent down, the scariest thing was thinking, is this happening in the UK in the 21st century? That peaceful protesters are being sent to prison. And it was scary to think that if this is happening to us, we're probably not going to be the last time because the issues haven't gone away.
This is where it all started. Watch the police officer. When she's not looking, Simon Blevins, a soil scientist, seizes the opportunity. The others were already on the other trucks, stopping 7 of them altogether for 3 days. They were found guilty of causing a public nuisance and sentenced to 15 and 16 months in prison. Celebrations outside court when the judges said this was wrong.
An immediate custodial sentence in the case of these appellants was manifestly excessive. In our judgment, the appropriate sentence which should have been imposed on the 26th of September was a community order with a significant requirement of unpaid work.
This wasn't a case about fracking, and that was said in court. It was in effect a case about the right to protest. If you disagree with the government, or a law, or a company, how far can you go? It was Judge Altham who had originally sent the men to prison. His family has links to the offshore oil and gas industry. In the past, his sisters voiced her support for fracking. In court, the defence team raised the issue of the perception of his independence, while not saying he himself was biased.
There's a real concern with this, that in fact those connections should have been disclosed in this case, and that there might be a possible appeal.
Meanwhile, fracking started in Lancashire this week, and the protests go on. Claire Marshall, BBC News, London.